It's an object of art, it's a commodity, it's a craft, it's a lot of things, and it's very hybrid. If you were to read the symbolism of carpet, they're going from all over the Central Asia and so many parts of Asia is involved. That there are cloths from China. They're just really hybrid texts. So, and then to respond to your question, the word in Farsi for carpet is ghali, and for a smaller carpet is ghaliche, and for gleam is gleam, clean is gleam. Gleam is very different from carpets. Carpets are have knots, and Persian carpets have so many knots that makes them very refined. That is, the more refined they are, the more knots they have, and it takes a long time to do each row of the carpet. It takes a long time, but there is a carpet culture which is really amazing and interesting, because women weavers improvise songs. For a while, when I was a student at Tehran University, I collected their songs, and the songs is about the labor process, the brutality of the boss and the carpet owners and so on. So fascinating, rapping, like they rap throughout, even though sometimes also they sing because they want to work, they collaborate with each other, and they give each other a sign that now it's you have to integrate a pink thread. So it's just there are lots of songs. There's a culture around that. But what I argue here that again is important is that Marx talks about value, exchange value, and use value. But I talk also about non-value in my book. And that I learned it from my participation in the workshops, because of course women work and their labor is one aspect that leads to the production of the carpet. But then there is another form of labor that is completely subsumed and suppressed, and that is the work of taking care of children, taking care of the yard work, vegetation, helping the sick, helping the older people. And so that is being, in my view, as non-value, because the value of labor, of course, invested in the carpet becomes a commodity, a fetish separated from the labor, but also even the labor is not articulated completely in the carpet, because part of that labor does not produce value. It produces use value but never exchange value, right? It doesn't get to the market, so it doesn't even become part of the commodification and so on so forth. So that was really an interesting theoretical moment for me, that this is going beyond use value and exchange value. There is also non-values. It's something that doesn't get into is not getting to the commodity, does not become a commodity, so but gets to be used immediately. So that was really interesting for me to see, because when I was talking to the weavers, they would say, if you look at the back of the carpet, and it's very important, because if you want to buy a carpet, I became also a little connoisseur of the carpet, you have to look at the back of the carpet and the number of knots and how original the carpet is and so on. And then they said something else. They said, look at the back of the carpet, and if there are ties that are not, knots that are not tied very well, or there are problems, that is when somebody was sick, somebody was going through divorce, somebody had it was just so interesting that you could look at the back of the carpet, and then Think about all these stories and those moments of imperfection that make the carpet a luxury because of those moments of imperfection. Because, machine made carpets are perfect because the machine does its job. But the human labor is always there. You live a life, right? So, and then it was so interesting. Now I'm kind of as interested in the back of the garden carpets as well as the front or the interface of the carpet.